Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 of my Kirby's Dream Land 2 LP on the Super Game Boy, where color flourishes. And this is Ripple Field. We're out of Big Forest now and making it to Ripple Field, which is basically like the water world of this game, and we'll meet Kine the Fish eventually, and I believe in level 2. But from now on, you can appreciate my favorite soundtrack from Kirby's Dream Land 1. What? The music composer rehashed soundtracks. Unless you're playing as an animal buddy, then it plays that animal's buddy's theme. And there's these explosive coconuts. Yeah. Dreamland is a weird game. It's a weird world in a video game. One of the weirdest. Oh, not as weird as the Psychonauts worlds. Those are pretty weird. Anyways, we have the rock ability. That is fun. You crush enemies under its weight. And I'm just testing it out just to show you the power of it. Although it does impede your movement as it can slide down and sink to the bottom of the water. Anyways, there's a boomerang knight. I noticed something that I wish I pointed out in my review of Dreamland 2. Like those boomerang knights, they look a little more visually detailed than in the first game. In fact, I'd say the game's graphics are slightly better than Dreamland 1's graphics. Oh, it's got nothing on adventure, am I right? I'm sorry, I just love adventure so much. But Kirby's Dream Land 2, I'd probably say it's my third favorite game in the Kirby series. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I like this game or Superstar better. I always found Superstar to be a little overrated, but I can see why people enjoy it. I just prefer the more vast adventure. This is probably my second favorite. I don't know, I'll have to replay Kirby 64 and Superstar. I will say this, I think Kirby Superstar Ultra is better than the Super Nintendo version. You can get that for the DS. I wish I had the equipment to record like 3DS so I could just play it on the backwards compatible 3DS, because that's like a normal DS game. And I got a 1-up. That's nice. I got a 1-up. Are you proud of me, Mother? Are you proud of me? I finally made it in life. I got a 1-up in Kirby's Dream Land 2 in the bonus game where you have to time perfectly. And the Cyclopean pigs that are zombies. Those things are terrifying. Yes, and we descend down, and I suck at this game because I didn't remember where the urchin was. That little sea urchin you see in Mario Land 2 and Link's Awakening, Zelda for the Game Boy. Man, I love Game Boy games. There's just something so charming about them, because unlike the NES games, I think like the Game Boy games held up pretty well. I mean, I'd imagine kids in the 80s, they would prefer like the more console play on the TV experience and stuff. And I'll admit, if you actually play an actual Game Boy, you have to fight with the lighting conditions in order to actually play and enjoy something. But if you're playing this like on a backwards compatible, well, it's not backwards compatible. If you buy this digitally on like the 3DS, it looks amazing. And I'd say like a lot of these games hold up better because they go by the game design standards of the 4th generation. Keep in mind, it started late in the 3rd generation, and that's when game design was really starting to become like more enjoyable for people like me. I'm not saying your games previously are bad. It's just subjective preference. We're all friends here on this channel. Yeah. The late 80s and early 90s are probably my favorite era of gaming. There's just something about that. Anyways, as you can see, we got Kine the Fish, and if you get the electrical beam, you can light up rooms and find secret doorways that are kind of in like a lightish gray tone. You'll see. Like I just entered. Oh, man, I love the lighting effects of the Super Game Boy because it really gives a sense of darkness in this room. It's just so appealing. I love the blue, like the sky blue scale of this world in particular on the Super Game Boy. If you're going to play this game, I mean, sure, it's fun in black and white, but I recommend emulating it once you buy it on the 3DS so you can legally emulate it. I mean, they'd have to sue you for that, but seriously, like if you bought it on the 3DS, you earn the right to like play like on an emulator for the Super Game Boy just so you can experience the added effects. You paid $4, so you might want to get more than your money's worth, even though $4 was quite generous for the grayscale version of this game. With the addition of these colors and stuff, it just makes the game feel a little more charming. Although, you should see, if you play the first Kirby's Dream Land on it, like, Super Game Boy, it looks ugly. I'm not gonna lie, it looks so ugly, you might as well play it in black and white. Because, I don't know, I think some things just look better in black and white than in color. It's kind of like the George Romero movies. Like, I love Night of the Living Dead, but like Dawn of the Dead is just like, the colors show the makeup work and stuff, and like how it's very, like, the actors who were painted as zombies, they just don't look they don't really look realistic. Now film it in black and white, it would look scary, atmospheric, and it would really show, like, the realism of these zombies, like, as evidenced in the first film. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dawn of the Dead fan. I'm sorry, Dawn of the Dead fans. I think it's a good movie. It's just, I think Night of the Living Dead just nails the atmosphere perfectly. It captures the horror element of, like, zombies and all that. And, again, I don't have the correct power-up, but luckily, I don't screw around trying to find the right power-up. Now I know where that doorway is, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit and try to find a rock enemy, because that rock will penetrate those blocks. And there's these snake enemies. There's, like, I don't know if they're cobras. I don't know. They probably have some weird Sakurai in his name. What the heck is a Waddle Dee? I don't know. I just don't know. It's Sakurai in these. Maybe it's derived from, like, Japanese terms or something. Anyways. We have the rock, so we're going in that secret passage. You just have to search around for it, pressing the up button and all that to access it. And form into rock formation. Yep. Do it again. Alright. Now, I'm not sure if you can do it by Kirby by himself, but I think you can only do it with Kine the Fish because it adds the extra weight of the rock ability. And I got another rainbow drop. 3 out of 7. We got 4 more to go. What does it unlock? An extra ending. That's what it unlocks. Although I recommend we get 6. Like, see the bad ending first, just so you can see, like, the staff roll and all that. It'll show all the names of the enemies, and then you will see, like, the question marks for, like, dark matter, and then get the good ending. The good ending's pretty good, although a lot better on the Super Game Boy, as you see the Rainbow Bridge reform. Spoiler alert! What? Would you think it was going to happen? Would you think Kirby, like, destroyed the Rainbow Bridge or something like that? Or it was never rebuilt? Such a pessimistic ending for a Kirby game. No. Kirby's Dream Land 2, the Rainbow Bridge would be rebuilt once you collect all 7 rainbow drops. That's the thing about Kirby. There's no such thing as a really bad ending, although closest thing I can think of is, like, the non-101 Crystal Shards ending for, like, Kirby 64. Can't remember what happened there, but basically that Pixie's kingdom is not, it's still, it was, I think it was temporarily freed, but then dark matter is still alive or something. I don't know, it's been a while since I last played that. And they does Kirby dance with Kine in it. Alright, you ready for the boss? Are you ready for the boss? After committing mass genocide against the sea creatures, you're ready. And we're fighting an anglerfish, which kind of reminds me of the third boss in, like, Link's Awakening for the Game Boy. Am I the only one who thinks that? The sprite work kind of looks similar. Yeah, I recommend you play Link's Awakening. I know some people are not a fan of, like the Oracle game, so they just have a bad opinion about Link's Awakening, but Link's Awakening, DX especially, is a really good Zelda game. It's probably my second favorite Game Boy game. Oh, it's a lot better on the Game Boy Color with what is it, DX or something? Although you can play the original game black and white, say if you have the Game Boy Color cartridge, because some of those cartridges are compatible with an original Game Boy, but then I think later in the Game Boy Color's lifespan, some games weren't compatible with the original black and white Game Boy. That's the end of part 3. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to stay awesome as we'll go to World 4. What secrets will we hold there? Find out soon.